everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com, and today we're showing some really great product from our new release called Create Joy. I'll be making a card from a new stamp set called Bear Necessities, and I wanted to show you a few things about this set. So we have the main bear image here and also the back side of the bear. Also on this set are some elements that you can add with the dies. So this is a face hole and a string of buttons, and also a little back flap for some pajamas. Now this goes with the die set so that you can actually die cut some paper out and then stamp onto the paper. So here's the little face hole which you could add the little buttons to. So this is a very unique set where you can use the stamps with the dies. Also in the dies is a front side of the bear and a back side of the bear. Some of the necessities that come with this is the back flap, a pocket, a fish bones, and some hearts, and also a couple messages plus an apron and a cooking hat. I think you'll really enjoy this set for all sorts of occasions. So I have stamped my little bear here just on white Nina cardstock, and I've only colored his face because that's all that will be showing. And I've cut him out with the matching front die. I have used my Copic markers in some gray tones, and those are W1, W4, and W5. I have die cut the pajamas, or in this case I'll be making these a snowsuit, and I want to show you how his little face just kind of peeks through that little circle. And then I've stamped the face hole and the buttons using that coordinating stamp. To help the buttons stand out a little bit more, I'm just coloring them in with my Sigma white pen, and I'm just doing a little bit of a dot here. They're really tiny, tiny buttons, so it only takes a second just to fill those in. I've used my tape runner and I've put my layers together, so I have my bear and the bear suit, and I'm just running my peeled paint ink around the edges of these papers just to darken that up a bit and cover up that white core paper. I've started some construction on my card, and I have die cut the largest of the line trees die with some slate cardstock. I've also used some Simple Stories Claus & Company paper. So this is the Christmas lights, and it's kind of a nice dark charcoal look. I've also used some of the Simple Stories washi tape, and these come in little strips, so I've just peeled that off and added it to the bottom of my panel. My panel was cut from smoke cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, and I used the stitched rectangle dies for that. So I'm going to place my tree right onto that panel, and I'm using my glue pen. I'll add a few dots to the main important areas. I really want this to stick in place because I'll be adding some pattern paper into those open areas. Once I have enough glue on that, I can flip it over and go ahead and just press it onto the panel. I really love the glue pen because you can get into all those little tiny areas. It takes a second for that to dry, so I just kind of press it down in place. I've used the same line tree die, and I've cut out some red pattern paper, and what you're left with is the center areas. So I'm going to use my glue pen again, and I'll just add some dots to the center areas of my panel, and now I can go ahead and fill in with those pieces of paper. I've added some foam squares to the back of my bear, and I'm just going to go ahead and press him down in place to where his little hand sits over the top of the tree. And now all I need to do is to add some embellishments. I did go back and stamp some pockets and added those to the snowsuit, and also added some enamel dots to the tree, and also used another one of those washi tape patterns and trimmed that up to create a banner at the top with some other enamel dots and embellishments. I hope I've given you some inspiration on how to use the Bear Necessities stamp set and dies from Simon Says Stamp, and thanks for watching.